Let's take a look at some sports news now. Here's Millicent Walker.
Thank you, Joma. Welcome to Sports News. The Rwanda Football Federation, FEWAFA, has shortlisted former Super Eagles coach Samson Siasia and 7 others for its coaching job. The initial list of 52 applicants came down to 8. The former Nigerian international will battle with former Algeria coach George Leekens, Paul Put, Peter Butler and former Cameroon boss Wilfred Schaffer. Confederations Cup champions TP Mazembe have appointed Frenchman Thierry Froger as new head coach. Thierry will be in charge until the end of December after an agreement with club boss Moise Katumbi, who is in exile in the United Kingdom. The 53-year-old agreed to take over the reins at the Lubumbashi side in a move to ensure continuity after the departure of Herbert Veloud. Veloud left the club and joined Tunisia's Etoile du Sahel at the end of the 2016 season after guiding them to Confederations Cup glory and a domestic league triumph. Angel Di Maria scored twice as Paris Saint-Germain stunned Barcelona 4-0 to leave the Spanish side in danger of failing to reach the Champions League quarterfinals for the first time in a decade. The defeat leaves Luis Enrique's side with an almighty task to stay in the competition when they host PSG in the return leg on March the 8th. Greece international Konstantinos Mitroglou scored the only goal to give Benfica a slim win over Borussia Dortmund. And Manchester City fear Brazilian new boy Gabriel Jesus could miss the rest of the season after sustaining a foot injury. Jesus suffered a knock to his foot during his side's 2-0 win over Bournemouth and is expected to be out for 3 months. The Brazilian forward was forced off with the injury after 15 minutes, and his short Vitality Stadium cameo could prove to be his last appearance of the campaign. He was hit the ground running since joining from Palmeiras, scoring 3 goals in 5 appearances for his new side. So were you one of them who went on Twitter, voting for Amir Khan to challenge Manny Pacquiao, WBO World Welterweight Champion? Because you won, Khan beat fellow Briton Kell Brook, Australia's Jeff Horn and American Terence Crawford with 48% of the vote. Pacquiao said his next fight will be in the United Arab Emirates and asked followers to pick his opponent. Khan had earlier claimed the Filipino boxer did not want to fight against him, but all that has been sorted as the pair will now slug it out in the ring. And that's for tonight. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. It's back to you, Joma.
Thanks, Millicent. In South Africa, efforts to restore peace in the Johannesburg suburb have continued after the violence in the area, which targeted Nigerians. South Africa's Home Affairs Minister Malusi Gigaba has called for calm and cautioned the community leaders against making insightful utterances. Our South Africa Bureau Chief Betty Dibia now reports.
Raped, and the womb is out. She doesn't have a womb at all. From this situation, a 9-year-old child.
Members of the Rosettenville community say this is their major worry. They say foreign nationals are the main culprits. 15 houses have been torched in this community, Rosettenville, in Johannesburg. And at the center of this flare-up of violence are Nigerians who have been accused of allegedly running drug rings as well as brothels. We have seen worrisome pictures like these in other communities as well, and the locals blame Nigerians.
Not be everybody doing Makocha business. As you see me here now, I lose everything I have because I'm not doing Makocha business. I'm not supporting my people, the business they are doing.
I'm not one to tar everyone with the same brush, but a lot of people have sort of identified many Nigerian nationals in the area as the ones that run the brothels and the drug dens, and that's what's led to a sort of a anti-Nigerian sentiment.
No, obviously foreign nationals will be involved in criminal activities just like locals. What we want is that the law-abiding citizens that are resident in South Africa should unite against all the criminals from.
In Rosettenville, in 2 weekends of violent flare-ups, the people have taken the law into their hands. They say the police are aiding and protecting the alleged criminals.
That is a perception. That is what they are thinking. But most of the people around the area, they give the police information.
After the minister's walk about the community engaging the locals and foreign nationals, he moved on to join a very charged town hall meeting.
Also present at this town hall meeting were officials of the Nigerian Union South Africa as well as an official of the Nigerian consulate in Johannesburg. The community stamping behind me here say that all they're doing is taking back their community from the clutches of crime.
Meanwhile, as the engagements continue, those found living in South Africa illegally or undocumented are being fished out for likely deportation, which has cost the country nearly 1 billion naira in the past year. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
The White House says former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn was aware he had to resign his position. This comes as Republicans join congressional calls for investigation into Mr. Flynn's contacts with Russia. Flynn resigned on Monday over allegations he discussed U.S. sanctions with the Russian ambassador before he became National Security Advisor. And the main news again. The acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, today proposed legalizing local refineries in the Niger Delta as part of measures to tackle the insecurity and lack of development there. The vice president, the acting president that is, said this during a meeting with the leaders of the All Progressives Congress in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Also today, a federal high court in Kano ordered the forfeiture of $9.8 million allegedly stolen by former managing director of the NNPC, Andrew Yakubu, to the federal government. And scores of people were killed today in the Democratic Republic of Congo as soldiers clashed with militiamen. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Hunyato. Do have a good night.